Hello and welcome to the Sault Ste. Marie Museum. Let's make some paper. Materials you will need: a sponge, towel or paper towel, a tote or a container to make the paper in, paper shreds or pieces that have been soaking overnight, or you can use the pulp puck that we included in the package. For this, you will only be able to make a small amount of paper and can skip the beginning blending step. Blender. This can be a handheld blender like this one, or just a blender, but make it one that you're not planning on blending food in after. The mold and decals that are included in the kit, an absorbent fabric or a piece of plexiglass. We included one in your kit. And that's it. So let's get into paper making. First, you'll need to shred or rip up small pieces of paper. Construction paper, cardboard, newspaper, or any type of paper works. And soak it overnight in water. Use enough water to cover the paper, as it will soak up some of the water as it sits. Pay attention to the color of paper and what's printed on it, because it will change the end color of your own paper. So if you're using colored construction paper, I would suggest putting different colors into separate bins. Once the material has soaked up the water over 1 to 2 days, place it in a blender with enough water to cover the material again. If using a hand blender, add more water and blend it in the container you soaked it in. Blend until it becomes pulp and you don't have any bits of paper showing. If you're using the pulp puck, skip this step and simply add the puck to the tote or container with a good amount of water and let it dissolve. Once pulp is blended, add to a container and fill with water. This is where consistency matters. You want to have enough pulp versus water. It should look almost like watered down milk. When you mix your hand through, you want to be able to see pulp, but not so much that it is thick. Add water or pulp to ensure the right consistency. Using your mold and decal, on the side shown in the video, dip down into the water and give it a small shake. Gently pull up, straight up, and let the water drain off. Once the mold and decal are out of the water, you can tip and tilt the frame to let excess water drain off. Once the water has drained, remove the top frame and set it aside. With the frame with the paper, we're going to flip it gently into the plexiglass or onto fabric that is absorbent to whisk away the water. Once flipped, use the towel and sponge to dry the back of the screen until the mold is mostly dry. Remove the frame and set aside. Your piece of paper is complete. You just have to let it dry now. Now, if you use the plexi, it's going to take a little while longer to dry. So that means you have to leave the paper you make on the plexi until it is completely dried. If you use an absorbent fabric to release your paper from the mold, it dries a little faster and you're able to make multiple pages at once. Now for letting it dry, you're going to want to leave it overnight until it is completely dry. Gently peel it off the fabric or plexi, and that's it. Congratulations, you made some paper. Now you can use it for anything you want.